a fly gal, get your nails done, get a pedicure, get your hair did.
Y'all need to get into the gym like a piranha. Y'all need to get into my gym like y'all need water. I mean, it's me at the top and let's see yoga. I mean, y'all bitches better y'all like Ariana if they ever.
What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna get into it. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Max.
And this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. Like usual, we're gonna go ahead and start off with some hot topics. What are we talking about this week, friend?
So we're gonna get started with the news of today, which I don't know why it's shocking news, but Dwight Howard, if y'all know, he has some sexual assault charges, which I feel like people are missing. They feel like it's a coming out story, but it really is a sexual assault story. They're saying that he sexually assaulted them. So basically it started with Dwight Howard talking to this one guy. The guy was under the impression, you know, he's gonna go to Dwight Howard's house, they're gonna link up, this and that. Whole time Dwight had other plans. He had another guest there, like basically a transgender named Kitty there, and the guy was more so like, oh no, I thought it was just gonna be us two, I'm not really with the whole threesome thing. And excuse me, what I'm assuming is Dwight was basically like egging him on to do it, like, no, it'll be fine, like it's gonna be fun, this, that, and that. So in the meantime, he did say he made him give him fellatio, of where I'm thinking the sexual assault came from. So Dwight Howard has not spoken on the sexual assault part, and nobody's really asking him about the sexual assault part. They're just asking him, is he gay? Which, to be honest, I've always seen it. If you watched Basketball Wives back then with Royce, you know she been put us on game. But how you feel about it, friend?
I'm not gonna say I don't believe it. So, yeah. Shout out to all y'all, you fans of him. I know you're listening specifically. I don't know. It just gives, like, the story just seems like, yeah. Because, again, they didn't say full-on rape. They said assault. So he was filling up on Shorty, and he was not really with the shits. But if he said no, and you're still trying to do it, or you're, what's the word? It starts with a C. I can't think of the word. We're trying to, like, convince is not the word I was thinking of. Coerce. Boom. You're trying to coerce them into it. That's assault. I'm sorry. You raped that person. If they said no multiple times and eventually you keep begging for it or tell them they can't leave until they agree to it.
Because assault. You never know the person because some people, I would just left this and that. You never know what that person was thinking in their head, what could have happened to them. You know, it's just people factors.
People forget there's actually 3 like responses to fear. It's fight, flight, or freeze. Freeze is the third one. So people just like, they don't know what to do. They're shocked. They're just gonna go along with it and whatever. So
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it inside.
Keep it aside, Chuck. Keep it aside. I can just tell. We don't need all that. Yeah. So I believe it. Only because I tend to believe the victims until proven otherwise. Because contrary to popular belief, it's not very common that people actually make false accusations. It's not as it's very rare. Actually, it's like under 5%. So most of y'all did it. Fight me if you want to. You ain't gonna win. But yeah, so I tend to believe the victim. So is this a criminal suit or a civil suit?
To be honest, I'm not sure because actually, I think he is the only one, but a recent old victim came out and spoke about it, basically saying he had to sign an NDA. That's why he never spoke about it at the time. So I'm not sure how he's suing him.
It says it's a lawsuit, so I think it is civil. Only and because in order for it to be criminal, the police have to be the one, or the prosecutors have to be the one pressing the charges. Yeah.
Well, Shout out to that victim.
Yeah,
Hopefully he does good and the truth will come out.
truth will come out. So Dwight Howard, like we said, he didn't really respond to the sexual assault allegation itself, but he did say, "I'm not gay. I'm just a little nasty. Thinking about that meat, I want it now." That was a part of the like DMs with the victim, and he released that, or did the victim?
The victim.
Okay, yeah. So that's what Dwight was saying to him when he was convincing him to pull up or whatever. I guess I'll insert the screenshots. Yeah. And again, more to me is just giving internalized homophobia, so you don't want to be who you are for your pride.
Be who you are for your pride.
I don't know how you feel about that part of it.
About him, like, trying to stand on that he's not gay.
Not gay, yeah.
He's not. I don't feel like he's ready for the scrutiny. That's the only thing
he's saying to dude. It's not even like this is something he said out loud.
Is, but maybe
he's not gay. Maybe he's
in denial, because some people that genders will literally look at them as a woman and they don't see that that's gay. So
maybe he's one of the other letters, child. There's a couple.
Exactly. People be thinking that he's people be forgetting it's bisexual. You can like men and women. Nobody is saying that. But
what's his name? Wayne Brady. He just came out as pansexual. So it could be one of the other letters. Maybe that's not what he was saying. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's what he was saying.
When they describe it, it more so gives you'll love anything. So in that case, marry a dog. You like men and women.
That's between the difference between pan and bi. Yeah.
Yes.
You can't get into all that. It's too much.
Girl.
It's too much. But anyway.
Man and woman.
Yeah. I feel like hopefully he can come to terms with whatever it is he doesn't play basketball anymore, does he?
No, he stopped playing, and his salary then went down. He does not play anymore. He's so washed up. But to be honest,
I don't keep up with these men's.
Yeah, he been at. But that used to be everybody's Superman, because he would fly to the basketball goal. Now he's flying into the DMs.
Sure. Another thing he said about his accuser is he's just mad he blocked him on Instagram. Says the accuser told him to pay up or he'd ruin his reputation. So this is what I'm reading from the caption. Dwight Howard is not backing down from his accuser. The NBA superstar admitted to meeting up with Stephen Harper to engage in sexual activities, but says Harper's sexual assault allegations stem from hurt feelings. If you recall, Harper alleged that Dwight tried to force him to participate in a threesome with a man dressed in drag. Says he was unaware another person, Kitty, would be present during the link-up, but Dwight says it isn't true. Dwight claims he later blocked Harper on Instagram, and that's when things went left. Court documents show Dwight alleged Harper confronted him with two options: pay up or have your reputation ruined with a fabricated story. Dwight, who was pretty private with the public about his sex life, doesn't deny any claims Harper is making about what led up to the meeting. However, he vehemently I don't know what that word is. I know it, but I can't say it right now. He very much denies being an abuser. Says Harper is just a man scorned. I already said what I thought about it. What you think, friend?
Man, at this point, you know what? You remember what happened with his son?
No.
And the whole Royce thing, where she got arrested for child neglect because the son had her boyfriend's son do the
yeah.
I feel like something happened to Dwight. Now something's happening to
Girl, don't say this.
What?
I mean, oh, I thought never mind. I thought you were going somewhere
as far as Dwight, I'm feeling like it probably that probably happened to him, and maybe he don't see. Maybe he's because when they said scorned,
he feels like it. What happened? It wasn't what happened. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. He doesn't think it's a big deal because that's happened to him, so it's not really what went down.
Because it's giving you're in denial,
right?
And what is not clicking, Steven?
The same way the boys be getting essayed out here having their first time with grown ass ladies and think it's cool. So I can think of at least three men who've told me something. I'm like, you were abused. They're like, no. That was a grown ass lady. She was 17. You were 8. That's weird. I'm sorry. That's why you hate women now.
Richard probably had a baby by his dad's girlfriend.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She he was very young. He was very young when it happened.
So yeah, it's giving that. I get what you're saying by that, and I very well could be true. Allegedly, we think this is our opinion. Right. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It is a civil suit, so we'll see what the jury decides.
Let's move right along. By the way, this is a pajama show, so we're wearing pajamas. We didn't even say
we're wearing pajamas today. For those of y'all listening, not watching.
Yeah. So
also watch us on YouTube. Anyway.
Period. So next we're gonna get into So you know what? I'm gonna get into JT first because I got some words for Miss Summer.
When you do that, I want to add another topic in here as well, real quick, because I just saw this. I did not look through the things.
Okay.
Yeah. The Robin situation. We have to. You know, I did not see that. I saw their face.
I'm not doing that because not to talk about it. I'm doing that because of her. She grinds my gears.
We have to talk about it because I did not see that.
Okay.
My bad, y'all.
Wait, Robin with the whole Candace thing, or Robin with
right now? Robin Dixon says she believes something happened between Chris Bassett and his alleged mistress because of the receipts provided. I've seen enough. So because your man is out here sleeping with every woman on his staff, but not you, can't put a dollar in the pot. You trying to mess up things, Robin?
And you know what be making me upset? Candace do be taking it there with them, but I do feel like Candace give more of the smoke to Giselle and not Robin, because she's somewhat still kind of. Well, you know what? I'm not sure what it's gonna be this season. However, when I tell you, I would read Robin for filth. And you know what? I read her like Wendy did, because I feel like after Wendy checked her that time, I don't think Robin ever tried her again.
She didn't.
She checked her, and that was that.
I'm gonna play the
clip.
I'm gonna play it right now because I haven't listened to it. I just need to hear what she said, y'all. I'm sorry. This is a hostile takeover. Let's see. What the hell?
People are probably gonna try to say, "Oh, we need more proof. We need more proof." I've seen enough to kind of know that something was done that wasn't supposed to happen. Right. You know, I know people are probably gonna try to say, "Oh,
something."
I mean, these guys are so stupid. Like, why do they even entertain these women? And why is it guys? I'm speaking from my own as well. Why do they entertain these thirsty women who are fans?
I'm not going to talk about yours. I'm not going to talk about one, but I'm just going to say some of these guys are miserable, unhappy.
Right.
Unhappy.
One.
They need attention. Yes. They need
your best friend is telling you everything about your husband, how he feels about you.
Girl.
Juan does not like you, Robin. And Alicia.
Why is she speaking on this?
Juan is only on the show right now because he lost that job. You need camera time, boo.
Girl.
Robin, don't do that. Don't do that.
I gotta look this up. Did Candace say anything?
I don't know what Candace said, but I know Candace will read all of them for Phil.
I know. I'm saying she hasn't said nothing since then.
To
Like,
be honest,
since Robin said something, that was 4 days ago. Robin, that this came out.
To be honest, Robin, somebody like Robin, I will read her every time, just so you know.
Candace,
like,
I mean, Robin is corny. She can't eat nobody up. All she does is yell and get aggressive because she's an aggressive woman. Likes to stand up and walk up on people.
Exactly.
Girl, can't fight though. Anyway, yeah, I cannot believe she said that. Especially when she refused to let people talk about the Juan situation or didn't bring up the whole season.
Did you see the intro? Robin spoke nothing about what happened. Giselle was on that green screen speaking because they showed the opening scene to Potomac.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah, so they did the opening scene, so we gonna get a glimpse of what it's gonna be like when it first come on, like that first episode. And Robin, Giselle,
of course, because Giselle's the mouthpiece, she's the mastermind.
Well, my thing is,
Robin's boring.
This is not even fair to the viewers, because at this point, y'all just saying forget what we say, because nobody cares to see Robin.
Everybody said it.
Her talk about the wine situation. We ain't even care to see her that bad.
Right.
If we didn't care to see you that bad for you to even talk about the situation,
because we don't care. We already saw it. I mean, she talked about it after the fact behind her paywall.
It's just crazy for her to speak about Candace's marriage when your marriage is
the sham of a marriage. I just saw that clip again where Karen,
but it ain't real.
It's not real. I just saw that clip when Karen was like, "Oh, my real wedding will be," and I was like, they was engaged for 10 years. Okay, so let's do the JT and Uzi.
Okay. So with JT and Uzi, so basically they were on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne, they brought up the fact, when she threw the phone, things like that. So JT basically told the story, she basically was saying that the reason behind that was that she thought Uzi was gonna leave. To be honest, when JT was explaining the story, I said, it's okay, JT. It's okay.
I'm gonna insert it.
We know what happened. But she basically was saying that the situation was not due to Ice Spice. It was because Uzi's friend Bari was sitting in her seat, and Uzi didn't want to get up, and then she thought Uzi was leaving without her. She was like, she had on this heavy dress. She didn't want to walk by herself, this and that, or whatever. And that's why she ended up throwing the phone. Everybody know that's not true. Everybody knows that what happened was that Uzi was being a little groupie, like JT originally called him in the act of the situation. She called him a groupie because he wanted to sit next to Ice Spice. He was talking to Ice Spice and had Bari sit next to him in JT's seat when JT had left. So when JT got back, she had to sit where Bari was sitting. She wasn't with that. She seen that you was trying to talk to Ice Spice and was like, you a groupie. So Bari basically spoke out saying that bitch lying.
He called her a dumbass bitch.
He did.
I don't like that.
He said she only sold 6K, this, that, and that. Now, my thing is,
who are you, sir?
Disrespect was for.
Who are you, sir?
I don't even know why Uzi.
It's like that happened.
That don't even need to be your friend, to be honest. Not even. It need to be a check and a. Yeah, because why would you even think you can play with your homeboy girlfriend like that?
Yeah.
So Uzi basically went on a rant how he's unhappy in his relationship. That's basically what the rant was giving. And he said nothing about JT. He didn't speak up for her when Bari said all of those things. He said nothing. He spoke on everything to down JT, really, basically, because he was saying how he's not happy in his relationship. He then the next day posted a picture of him and JT, and they were kissing, and he said, "Thank you for sticking by me knowing I'm a widow at heart." He posted that a whole day later. Mind you, at the time when Bari was, oh bitch this, bitch that, 6K this, 6K that, Uzi was just basically talking about in a nutshell, Uzi want to be single, and JT
Right.
is very much
She needs to let it go.
invested in this relationship than him. And at this point, it's given that maybe he don't want to eventually, like maybe he don't want to hurt her feelings, so he eventually like gives in. Uzi wants to be single out here, boo. And that's the clue for him taking up for you a whole day later. But the day of, you're basically not even helping me. You more so just basically adding fuel to the fire. You basically saying like, yeah, no, I'm not happy. That's
Right.
probably not what it was. So you were basically agreeing with your friend.
Right. No, there's no situation in which any nigga gonna talk to me crazy, let alone my nigga homeboys. Let me not say that. It ain't going down like that. And if my nigga let that happen, that's not my nigga.
Right.
Next day, I don't.
Half the hour, okay?
Literally. Because why was you comfortable to say that about me? You probably be saying that behind the scenes too. If you're gonna say that on the internet, call me a dumbass bitch. Your mama, ho? What the fuck? Stop it. Don't make me have to get violent with y'all. Because I'll really eat these niggas up. Every time. There's no way. I'm a bully at heart. I need you to realize that. So don't ever think you finna talk to me crazy. There's no one on this earth that talks to me disrespectfully. No one. And I mean that. So y'all niggas out here too sassy for me, chill. If you calling me a bitch, that's because you think we're on the same level, bitch. All right. You got anything else to say? This girl over here taking selfies, y'all.
Choose these niggas wisely, because when I say my nigga better check his homeboy and step. What Martin be telling Gina? Step. Cause you ain't finna disrespect me. That ain't how it's going down.
You might as well put hands on him. I'm gonna keep
that ain't going down.
You better Will Smith his ass. I don't play that.
Now, what you feel like? How you feel about female? Because you know we finna go over. I feel it. But what you feel like with the female thing? Because you know we'll tell our friend, man, I quit.
Staying behind their back and to their face is one thing. I wouldn't let he's girl. That be keep the group chat. Keep the group chat. Yeah, in his face, no, I'm not gonna let that happen. That's crazy. But you know, yeah. I wouldn't let that happen. That's crazy.
What they say? Don't go through them other messages. Go through the friend messages.
Literally. My friend was like, dude wanted her phone password. She was like, cool, she not worried about it because she don't got no niggas, but she remembered the stuff we said about that man. She was like, I had to say never mind because we have a whole nickname for him and everything.
Them friend messages is what you need.
That's what y'all need to look at. That's how we really feel.
That's going on. So not the most important story, but the story that I really wanted to get into today is with Miss Summer Walker and Krishan. Mm-hmm. I had a lot to say about this. So basically, Summer felt like it was okay. So basically, what happened was Summer did a TikTok video of Krishan soundbite, basically where she was like, "Fuck little baby restaurant, fuck little baby in that restaurant," which is so funny to me, by the way. I love that soundbite. Like, it's so funny. But Summer, which I'm gonna say this as well, I don't feel like nothing was wrong with Summer doing the video. What was wrong with the video is that you inserted her holding like her baby back was broke. That was two separate incidents. First of all, her in Walmart, and then the soundbite is not the same. It was not in the same day, basically.
Right.
And it was just given that you were clowning her. Like, yes, everybody always do the missing tooth and stuff like that or whatever. But
I don't think she cared about that.
Right. It was that you were just clowning her because you had the broken baby in your hand. Like, I don't think nobody was doing that part. People was doing the soundbite. Nobody, like, and then want to play the victim. So basically, she put that video out. Krishan said nothing at first. Krishan did. To be honest, Summer put the video out. Then Summer basically was like, oh, everybody talks about me, posted when Ebony's future future baby mama posted her, making fun of her, saying, oh, it's all funny when it's her, but when she does
But
the
hasn't
same
she
joke,
done this before?
done what?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm thinking of Summer, the Jada situation.
Okay.
Bringing up Jada name?
I'm getting to that.
All right.
So Summer said that she said she removed it and stuff. So Krishan basically only spoke out and was just like, it genuinely hurt her feelings because Summer is somebody that reached out to her like on some genuine type shit, what she thought was genuine, like, oh, she wanted help, this and that or whatever. So she really felt like she was coming to her in support of her. So for her to turn around and like basically do this TikTok video, like I said, nothing was wrong with the TikTok video. It's what you were doing in the TikTok video, adding the extra stuff that was unnecessary.
Right.
So she still in play, like, how you there for me? How you in my DM, but you talking about me? So I feel like Summer pushed Krishan to the point to what, because to be honest, Krishan wasn't even going to show the DMs. Summer did the most, saying, oh, y'all so sensitive, this and that. So then Summer Krishan like, I DM'd you. Because I feel like Krishan was going to keep it quiet. That's why she DM'd her or whatever. She eventually went on and, the video or the live saying it hurt her feelings and stuff like that. So basically, after that, she pushed that button. And Krishan was like, ain't nobody out here talking how you got 3 kids, no man, and the fucked up BBL. That she was getting Krishan started. Then I said, relay in, Krishan. Relay in.
Someone literally said Summer Walker's pretty. I said, I'm gonna go to bed because I don't. She's not ugly. But he was specifically talking about the body. I said, I'm gonna go to bed now because
she has her pretty. I'm not speaking on body.
Her face is pretty.
She has pretty moments.
For that tattoo right there.
Yeah. Now, if you go back, Summer got a scissor makeover too. If you want to be for real, but scissors though killing Summers, but that's neither here nor there. So basically, on top of all of that drama, she decides to post Meech and think that it's cute. But you know what I've learned about Summer? She just be talking.
What is her sign?
Remember when I was telling you? You remember when I was? You said, "What's her sign?"
I'm looking it up.
I'm not even sure when her birthday is. Aries. Is she an Aries?
That sounds right. I'm looking it up.
Aries or Aquarius, I think. London on the track. I know it. Aries. London on the track is giving Libra. I don't know why, but what is he, by the way? Look that up real quick. Let me see.
I'm looking it up, but you was in the middle of talking.
Okay, so basically, so Summer posted Meech, and mind y'all, I do know y'all remember when, or maybe you don't, but let me refresh your memory because we talked about it. He's what?
He's also an Aries.
Oh wow. Okay. So I do know y'all probably remember when we was talking about how she basically was getting tired of getting cheated on and was telling the world, y'all, I can't do this no more. I can't be a Jada waiter. I tried. But then you turn around and be a Jada waiter. Summer.
It's like she be doing unnecessary shit. And
unnecessary
talking
stuff
about
and
people when it's not relevant.
It's just, I don't get Summer. I will forever love her music, but her as a person,
her music's not that good, y'all. I'm sorry. That first album, yes. Her EPs, yes. That the Still Over It. It had hype, but it was okay. I really only like the songs that have features on them.
But my thing with Summer is, you all over the places. You can't, at this point, I don't even think you take yourself serious. I think Summer just be talking just to talk, but she don't what's the word? Summer just talk just to talk. She don't show no action. She don't do none of that shit. At this point, you just talking just to talk. Because for you to put all that in your EP and stuff, all that one song which I love, which you was talking your shit, and you was talking your shit on Carisha Please, and I was all there for you. Oh, Summer changed, she growing up, this and that and that. Sis,
I ain't believe not a word.
You're a Jada Waiter.
Shout out to Jada Waiter. I love her.
Right. Because Jada really could have ate her up. Because I would have ate her up if I was Summer. I mean, if I was Jada, I would have ate her up. Because Jada has one kid, one baby daddy, 3.
2 baby daddies. They're like 2 years apart. How are her kids only like a year or 2 apart?
Bubbles is probably like 3, 4.
The
3?
twins is like 2, 1.
1. Anyway, Summer pissed me off with that, but Summer, get it together.
Yeah, anyway, not a fan. But that's gonna wrap up Hot Topics this week. Send me the picture her posted Meech, because I don't even see it.
Okay, I have to find it.
But yeah, so if you can notice, if you're not watching, like we said, we're in our PJ.
Wait, side note. JT and Asian Doll, they're getting into it right now. But let's continue.
Breaking news. We'll wait for it to wrap up, and we'll talk about it next week. What all the full tea is. But like we mentioned earlier, we're in our pajamas. We're doing a little bit of a girls chat this week. We just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit, kind of get into some things. I don't know. How should we start? What do you want to start with? Just go off the list?
Yeah.
All right.
So, well, basically, this girls episode, I just felt like, I don't know, some things be happening sometimes, and I feel like I was just really trying to figure out like ways that we could like grow our podcast, like just talk about more things, because we do talk about like we do like hot topics, docket questions, things like that. But I just really wanted to do like an episode like for the females, because like the females like just a girl talk, because we do go through a lot, and it just be a lot of shit going on that sometimes we may hold in, or sometimes you may think that you're the only person going through it. So we just basically came up with like talking points, and we're just gonna go from that.
Period. Okay. Let's talk about how we've matured now that we're in our mid-20s. Because I've realized I'm very much grown. Like, as stuff be happening, I'm like, oh, I'm grown as hell. Because this ain't even, I can't even get down like this. For me, I definitely see it just in the way I feel about certain situations or react in certain situations. Like, relationship-wise, friendship-wise. So I very much was... I mean, I still am a hothead, but I was really bad about it. Younger self, teenager, 20s. Like, everything's an argument, everything's blowing up. I very much learned to, like, pick my battles and kind of let things go. Because sometimes it really don't be that deep. Or even if it is that deep, or I really, like, there's certain things I really do be, like, my feelings really do be hurt, but I also get over it in, like, 2.5 seconds. And sometimes me blowing up makes a situation bigger than it had to be, because that's just how I communicate. I'm loud in general, so I'm naturally going to yell and be, like, passionate when I'm talking. So someone else is going to get offended by just the way I'm coming at them, and then it becomes a whole issue. When it wasn't that deep, I just wanted to say my little 1-2 and be over it. I very much will, like, snap, and then 5 minutes later I'm like, oh, okay, so what we doing? Like, and I expect other people to move like that too, and they don't. So I had to kind of realize that I can't always react to things, because people don't move the way I do.
Right.
And that's okay.
I do feel like, as far as like maturing, I do feel like, and we've talked about this on here too, me being more of a understanding, open-minded person. I feel like sometimes how can I say it? I just feel like I'm I'm an old soul. So when I say I'm set in my ways, I'm set in my ways. I like
She's
things.
named Maxine appropriately.
I feel like things has to happen in a certain type of way, or it's just not gonna fly with me. And then another thing that I've learned that I have to stop doing is getting upset, not really speaking on it. Well, I won't say not really speaking on it, not speaking on it at all, and then expect them to be a mind reader and think
Know why
about
you're
why
upset.
they made me upset.
Yeah.
And at the same time, somebody did tell me one time, like, that ain't right. Like, how you gonna do? How you basically gonna? Because I basically, and when he said, I was just like, you know what? I kind of feel that because I was doing that, and that was like, how you gonna? It was just more of a like, I'm gonna reach out, but if you don't respond, you don't care. And
Right.
you, not even me explaining what I'm reaching out for, things like that, but then just setting my mind up, oh, he don't care. And then it's like when he is trying to be there and things like that, it was just like you never even told me that's what you was reaching out for. You never even told me what was going on, this and that. How you just gonna basically set your mind up to say that when I wasn't open about what was wrong with me. And I feel like that is a very childlike thing to do. I'm not a good I'm not a good I keep a lot of stuff bottled in. Like I let stuff like I'm more of a I say something to where I can't take it no more, but like I'm more of a okay, I'm gonna let it ride it out and stuff like that. And I don't think that's always good either, which is another thing I'm starting to try to work on, is speaking up when something bothers me right then and there. Because Alicia be like, girl, you better say something.
Right,
like,
we did it today. I was like, say it. What?
It's just like, I don't know if I want to take it that far, if I want to say that. But it's like the things that I be feeling, I feel like if I could really just, the things that I tell my friends, if I could just go out and say it or whatever, I would say it. So I feel like that is a work in progress. I am getting better with that or whatever. And I feel like having someone that communicates with me too about like literally any and everything is helpful as well, because now I can be a little, open and honest about things or whatever. So I will, in a nutshell, because I said a lot, but basically being open-minded more as far as me from maturing. I feel like, yeah, I'm coming into being understanding. Yeah, because when I say something that's just what it is, and I don't think no other. I don't understand it. So
do you think like your type has changed over the years? Like the kind of people that you deal with now?
I do feel like before I wouldn't mind before the whole nonchalantness probably didn't too much bother me.
I feel like that had to have been a trend. I feel like all of us liked niggas who did not pay attention to us for a while.
Didn't really do nothing, but now I couldn't live. You show me one glimpse of you not caring, and it's over, baby.
I need the chalant.
You care. You better show me something. I don't like the whole nonchalantness. Like, if you feel some type of way, speak on that shit right now. Like, don't just, you know how niggas be naked.
Right. Somebody on TikTok, like a guy on TikTok was like, yeah, back in like 2015, 2016, 17, girls didn't like guys who were like, so, I forgot what word he used, which was what we called them. But I guess we'd call them thirsty, but like guys who were like pressing us, texting good morning, we like thought that was so weird, and it wasn't like rocking. You're right. I remember like dudes who would text me consistently and be like, I'm like, he's weird. Like I literally remember thinking like the nigga who would text me once every 3 days. Oh, I'm on that. I'm over there. The one who's like I thought he was a creep. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is a weird ass nigga. That's so crazy to think about now, because I could never. But early 20s, like 19, 20, 21,
yeah,
that's very much
I feel like that is
don't get why we were like that.
Because since when should we ever say, "Oh, I want my nigga to be mean to me. I want my man to be mean to me"? What? What is that? I'm the princess over here. Period.
Right.
Oh yeah,
No,
no.
I am
Show me that
I
you
am a
go
princess.
not
I'm
on
very
that.
sensitive. I'm sorry. I cannot. I fake outrage daily because I don't like the way you said that. I'm like, why would you say that?
Like that?
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Because like, what? I literally do it exactly.
Right.
I'm like, cause no, why would you say that? We'll be whole playing
You know,
around, and
another
he'll
thing
hit
that I
one
do
button.
want to
I'm
work
like, I'm
on
done with
though.
this. I'm like, what?
Thing that I do want to work on though. Well, I guess that's open-minded, being dismissive to things that
You are. Ooh, you be making me mad. Ooh, y'all. There's literally stuff I don't bring up to Max. I'm like, she's not even gonna like react to it. I've literally said this. I will talk to like Bay over you, and I'll be like, nah, because she's not even gonna. Yes, she does. Oh my god.
So you know what? And you know what made me think about that, because I was talking to old boy and he was talking about something, and I already knew the way the conversation was going. I don't agree with what you're saying, so I don't want to talk about it. And so he was like, basically like, you know, being funny or whatever. It's like, no, I feel like, and I was like, I don't got time for this shit tonight. And he was saying that I don't have time. I don't want to talk about this tonight. But he said it like in a certain type of way. I forgot, he used like a little phrase or whatever, like, nah, let's get into it. And I said, yeah, and I don't want to get into it tonight. And he was like, you don't want to get into it because you don't agree. I said, that's not it. I just don't want to talk about it. And I have to stop being like that. Maxine, it is okay if somebody views something different than you. It is okay.
Right.
So yeah, dismissive, I'm working on it.
We can definitely disagree, and we definitely have disagreed on stuff.
Right.
I feel the only time, and like both of us kind of like to like debate, our kids like these word argue, debate about stuff, but I feel like once it gets to a point where like one of us is actually getting mad, I'll just be like, all right, because like, why are we arguing about this? What are we arguing about? Like how we're gonna parent a child? Neither of us have kids. Why are we arguing about how old they should be when they start washing dishes?
It's like
it's getting intense, like heated.
It's like we be so passionate, and then either me or you, whichever one decides to do it on this particular day, will be like, well, I don't know. Right. It is what it is. And then it's like, well, I mean, I was just saying that, like, and it's just like, we be getting so passionate. Yeah.
Right.
And this is not our real life. Yeah. It'd be funny. It's not our real life, basically.
It's literally made up scenarios, so it doesn't even make sense. I feel like for me, something else I've been trying to work on doing is compromising. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm very spoiled. Shocker. So I don't think I do well with things not going my way. So I have to. That's something I got to work on. I don't really know how or why. Honestly, I will try to work on it to a certain extent, but at the same time, why am I not getting my way? I don't know. I don't feel like I do anything wrong, and I don't think I ever am like doing too much to where I can't have it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not like give me a Birkin bag, but yes, I want Chick-fil-A for the third day in a row. What's the problem? Stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know. I definitely will like get an attitude at that point, because why are you telling me no? And it's not that deep, but like, is it?
Right.
I feel like
you deserve the world, honey. Okay.
That's how I feel. And it's true. I do. I don't know what more to tell you. I'm just that great. So like, get on board. That's how I feel about it. Right. Some may call me conceited, and by some I mean a certain person. I don't think it's conceit. I don't think I'm like, He'll literally be like, that conceited shit is crazy. And I'm like, is it? Or am I just that great? Like, I recognize that I'm the shit. You should recognize that you're the shit.
Or do I just love myself?
Right. Like, it's just self-love. I'm sorry. You're not going to treat me like I'm the baddest thing walking if I don't believe I'm the baddest thing walking. And I think that's important. I think I had to realize that. And once I did that, I'm like, yeah, things started turning around for me at that point when I don't know how old I was, but I genuinely am in love with myself. I'll be looking at pictures sometime. I'm just like, I'm one pretty bitch. I'm sorry. I just take it every time. Literally right now, I'm like, I am so cute with this little fucking sloth head on. Like, I'm eating y'all up, and I'm sorry, but I'm actually not. So I really don't care because it's true. But I feel like you should feel that way about yourself. I think everybody should love themselves that much. The world would be a better place. I'm gonna be 100 with you. That like unnecessary. Like people will say, you know, I've noticed like the bitches who be saying shit on the internet and talking shit and woo. That's because they're not happy with themselves. So they feel like you shouldn't be happy with yourself. Right. But it's like if you were happy, you want me to worry about me because you worry about you. Not everybody doing their own thing, Dizzle. That's just the way it should be. So I really need y'all to work on that. It's hard, but you'll get to a point where you'll start to realize your worth.
Right.
Leave that situation. Stop doing that thing that you know you shouldn't be doing because clearly it's not working out for you.
Right.
I don't like situationships, so I didn't get into another one. Why? Because I'm better than that.
Period.
If it works for you, cool. That's not me. But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel like you would handle not liking like his friends or his family or something?
To be honest, friends, kick rocks. I'm the real dirty Dan. But with the, I do feel like to a certain extent, like it does eventually get to a point where you're gonna be around the friends and you don't want to be awkward or anything. I don't feel like it would be like you said. What is there not to like about me? I'm the.
I mean,
look,
yeah, it's very much
like,
gonna be.
Like Craig told Day, nigga, I'm the best cousin you got. I'm the best option you had. Okay, so what is it not to like? But as far as the family,
niggas be jealous of their homeboys' girls.
They do.
Because they be secretly in love with their homeboy and they don't like that they pay more attention to them and they around them more. I've had that.
Yep.
Situationship. His homeboys would be literally blowing up his phone trying to convince him to leave me to go hang out with them. I am here. Y'all are insane. Knocking on the door. They know I'm in the house. Y'all see my car. All right.
Now, as far as the family, that could be a little tricky sometimes. I feel like if it's to the point where it's a disrespect thing and they just don't like, I'm not welcome around, I don't want to be in something like that because I've seen that firsthand. Like people that were in a relationship, full-blown relationship, and you can't even come around. You are not invited. You cannot come around the family. He barely comes around because you can't come around. So when it's something like that, yeah, no, I just stay away. I don't got time for that. Now, if it's something that
would you break up, or would you just like?
If it's to the point where, if it is to the point where it's nothing else that I can do, and at this point it's your family and not me. See, I'm a more so blame that. I'm a more so put it on the ball gonna be in the ball. It's based on the man. If he is having my back and things like that, and it's just your family be tripping and I'm not the issue, I can ride it out because we can eventually make our own family. And
I couldn't
You're
see you doing that,
okay.
and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't like drama,
I
and it's
do
gonna be an
drama.
issue. You don't like drama, and it's gonna be, even if he is sticking up with for you, they're still gonna be saying shit, and that's still his aunties and his mama and his sisters and his cousins and them, and it's just gonna be. You're gonna get to a point where you don't want to rock with them. I can see you
This
breaking
is
up
me
over
trying to
that.
be open minded. Okay, this is me trying to be.
I'm just being honest because I know you.
Well, yeah,
I
because
can
to be
see what you're
honest,
saying.
like I say, you heard me. The first answer I gave was pretty much how I'm really feeling. Like if your family tripping,
Right.
I don't
Because
got
I'm the
time.
type of person, I don't want to be around somebody I don't like. So
Hello.
I'm not gonna come around.
I
Like,
do understand is when they do, when the girlfriend is hated, or when the boyfriend, I'm gonna say the girlfriend, because the guys really, if they ain't like, they ain't gonna come around. But females, I don't understand, if a family do not like you, why do you want to come? Why do you want to? Who are you gonna talk to besides the guy?
I don't want to be there if I don't like. Really, if it's a small setting, like 5 people, and there's one I don't like, I'm not coming. I'm not gonna be there.
Right.
Because I'm one of the people, when I don't like you, everything you do bothers me. So I'm gonna just be
Yep.
the whole time. You're not gonna ruin my vibe. Go ahead, hang out with your ugly little friends. I'll be home. And I feel like if it's a bigger group, it's not as bad if it's just one person. But if it's more than one, oh no, I'm not gonna be around. And if you're trying to be around them a lot, how is this gonna work? For me, I wouldn't care so much if we don't get along, because it's not that deep. If it was their people's, and I've definitely not liked people's moms for the simple fact of I think they're bad parents. Mm-hmm. So I'm already coming in kind of side eye. I'm gonna try to be, not show that.
Right.
But there's a few people out here whose mothers I actually don't like, because y'all don't give a fuck about y'all kids, and it's weird. Right. And their son, their sons, they still love their mamas, and I'm like, that lady don't love you.
Right.
There's one, I literally would tell him more than one, your mom doesn't love you. I don't know why you keep doing this. I would say, he would get so mad, but I would say it to his face, because like, why are you doing this? He was like, all right, well, I love you. Click.
I wonder if you worked on, or maybe you don't care to work on it, but being brutally honest. I think that's just
it is just me. It's just my personality. I don't even be realizing I'm saying something mean until someone else says something. Like if I'm telling you
yourself in the midst of doing it, or like you catch yourself right after doing it. Because let me tell y'all, I asked her, I said, did you pick the hot topic? She said, did you pick the hot topic? And she said,
why are you asking
me? I'm just like, Alicia, it was a question. And you gave me the attitude on 100.
Because I was annoyed. I was just like, my thing is, here's my thing. In that situation, we have a group chat or whatever that we send hot topics to. So if one of us is doing stuff in it, you can see it. So I didn't pick nothing, because you would have seen that I picked them. So when you ask that, mind you, I had already done something else. So she knows, like, when I actually do it, I send stuff to her. So obviously I didn't send it to you, so it wasn't done. And you didn't do it. That's why I'm like, I felt like, the way I read it at first, I read everything with an attitude, first of all. So when I read it at first, it was like, you pressing me. But did you pick it?
We've come to the conclusion that we do. We very much read the messages how talk, basically.
Yeah.
We assume the worst when it be like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. Because we'll real deal like, or I'll low key, like we'll be texting and stuff, and then later on the phone, oh, that's why you said it like that? Yes, because I thought you meant, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like, we over here got this little undercover little beef with each other.
We do.
That we didn't misread. Or read the wrong.
I'm not a huge texter, because I'm always read it with an attitude, and then I'll press you like, what is the issue? I do that a lot. So sometimes, yes, I it can be a bit brutally honest or like a hothead, like I said. Am I gonna work on it? Probably not. Because sometimes someone needs to tell you that he would literally be talking to that lady. He would be like, "All right, I love you." If he didn't she would want money from him. So if he's like, "Oh, I can only give you this much. I can't give you this, or I don't got it," what to do? She wouldn't want to talk to him. He'd be like, "Okay, well, I love you." She would just hang up. That don't. All right. And it was not a one-off either. It happened more than once. It was not a one-off. He said, "I love you." It was like a pause for like 10 seconds. It clicked. It wasn't she ain't hear him. She intentionally didn't say, I'm not the bad person for calling it out. I'm sorry that no one ever did. He was like, he would run the streets as a child, teenager, wouldn't be home for weeks. And eventually she'd come looking for him. So somebody on the street would be like, "Oh, your mom looking for you." He would say he would come home for like a day and then be back out. She ain't noticed. She won't worry about it. That sounds like a woman who loves their child.
Right.
He said he used to have grown ass women like 30s and 40s up in his mama's house when he was a teenager. Booping, bumping coochies. And she would be like, "Oh, such and such is here." Like he would be gone. He would leave them at the house. They would be in there cleaning up, doing all this shit. She didn't care. Damn, he had a baby he was 16. He had a baby with a 33-year-old, 34-year-old. No charges were pressed. To me, these are just a few examples of what gives a parent that doesn't care about their child. But I could be wrong. I mean, hey, some people care in different ways. I don't know. She was a nice lady, though. To me, I mean, yeah. So I can be brutally honest, but I'm not switching that up. You don't like it, you don't like it. I don't really got much more to say.
Mm-hmm.
I will apologize if you're offended by it. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. But I apologize if it hurt your feelings.
Right.
And you just gonna have to take that for what it is.
Period.
Do you feel like you overshare with your friends? We kind of talked about this before, but that was the reverse. We were talking about friends with relationships. Now we're talking about relationships with friends.
No, I don't feel like I overshare with my friends. I feel like I tell them just the right amount of sauce that they need to know. Nah, but I really pretty much tell my friends things that happen. Some may find out at later times or things like that, but I feel like if it's something that I just really want to just keep to myself, I'll just keep it to myself. But I don't feel like I overshare. I do have some friends that will literally tell me like, how can I say this without? So some people are just very open book about themselves. They don't care. Like they'll tell you they just slept in the bathroom last night. You know, like you have friends like that that would just literally like tell you things like that or whatever. Not saying none of my friends sleep in the bathroom, but just an example. But yeah, so I don't feel like I overshare. I do feel like I have friends that share a lot with me, but I feel like it's pretty much the same. Yeah, I don't really feel like I overshare, because if it's something that I want to keep to myself, I'll just keep it myself.
I don't think I overshare. I think I share more than some people, but I pick and choose who I tell certain things to.
Yeah, I will say that.
And I'm trying to think, like relationship wise, do I probably share more with my friends than my boyfriend would share with his? Of course, but that's because niggas' friendships are weird.
Right.
but which we got into it about that one. That was hilarious. Anyway,
you seen that TikTok where the girl was like, males are not really invested in their friends' birthday. Like,
I think I sent it to you.
Oh yeah, and it made so much sense. Like
he agreed with it. He was like, I mean, yeah, I might not know when their birthday is, but that's bro, that's brother. I'm like,
you could be friends for 10 years and only know a nickname. There's no way females would be friends for 10 years and only know their nickname.
He was like, y'all will fall out with y'all friends. I still got friends. I'm like, cause y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all will literally, you know, if your homeboy's messing with your girl, you're gonna drop the girl and keep the homie every time.
Yeah.
And be like, at least he like, y'all don't think that's weird? That's sick in the head, bro. Y'all are strange. Girls, it's gonna be the opposite. Mm-hmm. We're gonna, if we were to keep either, we're gonna keep the nigga and drop the girl. But because we expect more from our friends. They listen, we expect more from our friends. They expect more from their girl. So they expect their girl to be loyal. And we literally got into this. We've been getting into it about the dumbest stuff. We literally got into it.
I never looked at it like that. They look at us to be loyal. Not that, home,
no matter what. They want us to be loyal when we're not even together anymore. What? He was ready to like hang up on me, go to bed so mad because I said I would start fucking one of his homeboys if we broke up. Oop. But yeah, no. I was saying niggas expect loyalty from their girls before they would their homeboys, even after you break up, to the point where we literally got into it because he was like, would you date one of his homeboys if we broke up? And I was like, yeah, why not? And he was so tight. And I'm like, really? I feel like men just expect more from women than...
Right.
Anyway, we're having like technical issues, so if it's fucked up, and it's because I don't feel like editing all that. Anyway, what are some things you used to deal with, put up with back then, or like previously that you won't put up with now?
Nonchalantness. What we was talking about earlier, I don't put up with that anymore. I feel like, what else I don't put up with? The whole, how can I say it? You know, some people are okay with going days without talking to their girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm not on that. Yeah. I don't put up with that. And we will talk every day. And you will enjoy that. Period. So, yeah, I don't put up with that anymore. What else?
We went 12 hours without talking like a couple days ago. I almost lost my mind. I called like 5 people. I was legit upset. I didn't realize it was that long because I was working. But like when I got off, I'm like, this nigga, he usually call me about 8 o'clock.
Right.
It's 11:30. We had issues.
Because it's like, as soon as you do talk to them, you want to know, where you been at? Are you okay first?
Period. Like, I know you about to go to sleep.
What was you doing?
That. Thank you. Love you. Good night. I'm about to go to bed. Right. She do. I'm like, girl, all right. She literally, they got off the phone. She tried calling me. I was on the phone with my man.
I get a call.
Oh, well, he's about to call me back. I just want to call you to waste time.
Period. That's all I ask.
Get the fuck off my phone.
Even ask for it, but I love it. Period.
I was like, this bitch. Anyway. For me, I don't put up with, I don't think I ever really got disrespected for real. Like, not verbally, but I don't put up with any type of disrespect now. If I feel like disrespected, you got one, I'm going to tell you, if it happens again, why are we still here? You just won't, I won't say it again. I will ghost you. Now you know. All right. Then you'll text me 3 weeks later, why I never heard from you. And I'll like the message, because that's all you're gonna get from me. I don't put up with, like you said, nonchalantness, not paying me attention, not giving me energy. I put a lot. I'm like very extra, so I'm always here with it. If we're not eye to eye, if we're not matching energy, I'm gonna just find somebody that will. I don't really know what more to say besides that. Yeah, I'm not putting up with anything. If I feel like it's not gonna work out, or I feel like it's not, we're not like matching and it's just not gonna work, I'm not gonna keep trying to force it to work, keep giving chances. It doesn't give. I will be by myself and be just as happy. But yeah, honestly, don't know how long this episode is right now because, like I said, we're having technical issues. So let's go ahead.
Right. I feel that. Panel, maybe. Period. Nope. Stay messy and be blessed. Stay drama free. You hear me? It don't do good for your body. I'm sorry. I was texting what you're doing right on time. Hello. Hello. All right. I'm home.
They ever tryna knock up, put my foot up in your call your mama and your papa like I'm finna take that dollar, turn that bitch into a soccer ball.